whether a newly discovered cave belongs to the man who discovered it, the man on whose land the entrance is located, or the man who owns the surface under which the cave is situated, is no doubt dependent on the law of property. But the law merely determines the person with whom it is necessary to make a contract to obtain the use of the cave. Whether the cave is used for storing bank records, as a natural gas reservoir, or for growing mushrooms depends not on the law of property, but on whether the bank, the natural gas corporation, or the mushroom concern will pay the most in order to be able to use the cave. This approach makes the same point as does the analysis of Sturgis against Bridgman, but does not involve the kind of argument about that case which so upset the Chicago economists. On the other hand, this change of approach would have meant that there was no meeting at the Aaron Director's house, nor any article, The Problem of Social Cost, and very probably no new subject, Law and Economics. Furthermore, since, as has been plausibly argued, it was the problem of social costs that drew attention to the nature of the firm, there would have been no Nobel Prize in economics for me, and the only bright spot, no Coase lecture. But God moves in a mysterious way his wonders to perform, and law and economics did emerge and has flourished, propelled by Richard Posner's economic analysis of law. Many lawyers have learned enough economics to make significant contributions to law and economics. The value of using economic concepts, opportunity costs, elasticity of demand, and so on, to aid in the elucidation of legal problems is clear. This work has a solid footing and will continue and develop. The same cannot be said, in my view, of another part of law and economics, the effect of the legal system on the functioning of the economic system, although it is generally agreed that without a well-functioning legal system, you cannot have an efficient economic system. One reason for this lack of interest is that economics has become a theory-driven subject, and the need to carry out the massive empirical work required if you're to do this is not accepted by economists and is certainly not done. But that's a bad reason why the effect of the legal system on the functioning of the economic system has not been carried out. But there's also a good reason. It is relatively easy for a non-economist to learn the economic concepts. It is very hard for a non-lawyer to learn how the legal system operates with its doctrines and terminology. I suggest, therefore, that the study of how the legal system affects the economic system is a task that professors of law should undertake. Not all of them, of course, some of them. I don't think this is a diversion from their main task of training the young. Lawyers in business, and there are many of them, are deal makers. They make it possible for certain transactions to be carried out. Although it may not always seem like this to the client, they reduce transaction costs. I suggest that research projects be undertaken with the aid of students into how this contracting process actually operates. Some years ago, Professor Kitch, then at this law school, undertook with the aid of students a study of the regulation of taxicabs in Chicago. The result was an excellent study which was published in the Journal of Law and Economics. The students proved to be superb investigators. They used rather unorthodox methods for discovering what went on, including talking to the secretaries. I think much more of this work, utilizing the creativity and energy of the young, could be done. It would be good training for work that many of them will actually undertake, and the rest of us will benefit from a vastly improved law and economics.